Welcome back to the show, everybody. Lupinranger versus Patranger number 21. For a friend, on board or not. Before we get into the business, man, let me shout out to my partner in this ministry, Minister W, who had to let me know that I have been slacking on getting in the pulpit and preaching on this Lupinranger versus Patranger, aka them cops and robbers, them cowboys and Indians, baby. So shout out to him, man, for letting me know, man, that I've been slacking, man. We're trying to get back to work, man. Just slowly trying to put this time together. But I was able to sit down, watch this episode, man, because, I'm like, this episode reminded me, dog, like right when Noel showed up, like the show that the turn the show was going to take. And it's interesting to really see this all play out of getting Noel, who is this now central character and all this, who I said, like, when the last time I got on the mic, is going to be the bridge between both sides, because Noel to Cal is a divided man, not only because of his undercover work and also being down with the Lupinrangers and also having that link to the Lupin collection and all this stuff. He's just a divided man in general, because at the end of the day, you can really see that what he wants for real is like peace on both sides. To understand that the commonality between what the cops are doing by trying to stop the Gongler and what the Lupinrangers are trying to do by getting the Lupin collection pieces back to make their wish to bring back those that they love, is just that he's going to be that bridge of understanding that while A may not equal B, they both the same though. That at the end of the day, everybody wants the same thing. And you have Noel in this episode sitting up here saying that the only thing I want is for the Lupin collection pieces to be used in Garner and enough peace. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's gonna be a lot more of what Noel showed off in this episode of being, yo, back me up on this, like, for real. Like, I need to get in good with these cop boys. So just sit up here, man. Just sit up here. Let me do the job for you, boy. I got what you need. And it's like, given that I've got a lot to catch up on, that a lot of this is like more conjecture than it is anything of ultimately that at some point, and I said this at the beginning of the episode, that at some point that the two of these sides are going to have to see eye to eye to understand what the real threat is. And it's like, the threat isn't really as much as the Gongler as you think it is, as their existence in general, period, because of what has happened here. Is that a lot of this episode was Noel sitting up here apologizing for the reason why the Patrangers have the VS changers in the first place and all these things that have happened. But the Patrangers getting the VS changer wasn't necessarily his fault. He sat up here and modified them and did that, but his police homie sent that over to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it wasn't necessarily on him, and it was something that was outside of his control, but at least he's sitting up here and on and up to him and being like, I'm willing to sit up here and fix this if you give me the opportunity. But then at the same time, it's like, again, the alliance that he has with each side is uneasy at best, because we ended the episode with Kyrie sitting up here looking at Tommy and Omika like, man, we just gonna use this fool, dog, because we can't trust him. We know we can't. It's like, given everything we done been through, it's like, are we really going to lead the face of one we love to somebody who seemed this wishy-washy? Are we? Probably not. And then you got the Patrangers on the other side, and you got Keiichiro that's sitting up here like, okay, whatever, homie. Yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whatever it is that you think that this is totally not. Because again, I'm looking you dead in your face and I'm sitting up here telling you to your dome, bruh, I'll shake your hand, but I do not trust you. And then, you got Saki that's sitting up here like, yeah, buddy, let's do this. And you just got Tsukasa just sitting here giving him the stink eye like, excuse me? And it's gonna be like that for a while. It's like the only person who was happy to see him was Good Striker, and it's like Kogure just sitting up here like, I'm Kogure, you know what I'm saying? I got some sinister intentions, but that's just my own personal intention in the plot. But yet and still, it's like we ended the episode with, I need to rap with you, cuzzo. Like, the thing is that trying to sit up here and suss out really, for real, like, what is Noel's deal? It's like, I can sit up here as the person taking a look at the show inward and try to impart what it is that I think I see. But given that I have the opportunity to binge watch a lot of this, it's going to be being able not to wait week to week, but sitting up for episode by episode, sitting up here watching whatever turn this is going to take. Because again, this can only end one way. Unity is the only way it's going to win. Because if you really think that the Lupinrangers and the Patrangers with Noelle in the middle are ultimately going to eliminate each other and take each other out, it's not going to work like that. Not because this is a Sentai or anything like that. Because in general, a plot is a plot. And you really can't. It's like, even though it's always this beef, again, this has to happen at some point. Because again, and I really think, and I'm going to say this again, that Noelle is that character in the middle who is going to make sense of all this. To try to get up her and see. Because it's like, even though Noelle act how he act, it's a mask for what it is that he really feeling. Because see, you can't be in Noelle's position and be on both sides of the ball and not have reasoning why. It's like, yo, I want to know, like, how did you end up working for them boys over there, the Lupin family? I'm like, how does Kogure know you? Like, I'm like, we're just going to make the assumption that the reason why Good Striker is flying around is because of Noelle. It's like, we understand that it is that, you know what I'm saying, that even though that was Lupin doing his thing, which was Good Striker and all that, Noelle got something to do with his current, and I mean current, incarnation as it is about why this is the way it is. Because it's like, you wouldn't have recognized them otherwise, and the show is at least trying to hint to that there's something to this. And again, like I said, because I have the opportunity that I'm sitting in to be able to take a look at this show and watch it bit by bit, piece by piece, not my waiting every week, I'm going to be able to see that growth really fast. Because it's like, I got a lot of episodes in which to catch up on. But I really, really want to see this relationship grow into whatever it is it's going to be. Because again, like, and I'm going to say this one more time because I feel it bears repeating. You have Noelle in the middle. And I really believe that he is the bridge that's going to get them to see that the missions, while different, are more the same than you think. And is that I really think that honestly, when we get to the end of this, that may be the part that pushes forward as what the moral of the story is. Is that sometimes it's like simple things divide us. But it's also the simple things that bring us back together. And I really think that that's what I really think for real. That given what this uneasiness is that I feel watching this show because of Noelle and his relationship with each single side, is that that's what it's going to be. That, yo, again, and it's like, and again, I really feel that in this instance that it bears repeating. That this and this is more the same than you think. And this needs to happen because the real bad guys are. That's just what it is. It'll be interesting to see, like I say, that to see this growth happen, because you already know that when Six Rangers come on the scene, it's like you always get those string of bonding episodes. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting for those, because it's like, right now, as we speak, everybody is uneasy on the boy. We talked about that at the beginning. And again, and this is something else that bears repeating, is that right now, Noelle just sitting up here just like in this middle here because of who he is and what he represents. It's gonna be a point to where he may be forced to choose a side. And it may not be a choice in and of himself, but you can't be that divided. So it's either you going to force yourself to choose a side, or you are going to be that mediating force to make this happen. And it can't be no other way. But we'll see, though. We'll see. I'm like, yo, great episode, man. I'm like, I really need to sit down, man, and really get my catch up on. So just be expecting just sporadic reviews as I try to get caught up to the show. It's not the show's fault that I had to sit up here for a while and do it. It's just that my schedule changed, and I had to sit up here and try to sit up here and put focus on what focus was, and I had to drop Lupinranger so I could watch Kamen Rider. But you know what I'm saying? But I need to make that time, and I will. So again, before we get up out of here, man, shout out one more time to my man, my main man, my partner in this ministry, my man Minister W, for reminding me that I stand up here and get in the pulpit and put in this work as your boy Pastor L, doing what it is that we do. So, with all of that being said, we got more show for you. You guys know the drill. Sit back, relax, stay tuned. Uncle Trip on the squad. We got exactly what you need. Lupinranger versus Patranger number 22 for Fred on board or not. With all of that being said, we will be right back after these commercial messages. No, seriously. We will be right back after these commercial messages. I don't know if you believe me or not, but just trust me. Uncle Trip, we're going to be right back after these commercial messages.